Now to a death investigation in Texas where authorities are at odds over whether a 28-year-old man died in an attack from a mountain lion.
Local sheriff's deputies say they found Christopher Whiteley's body in a wooded area of Hood County, about 50 miles southwest of Fort Worth, on Thursday. If it was in fact a mountain lion attack, that would be rare. Officials in Texas have not reported a case of the animals killing anyone in state history. NewsNation correspondent Marky Martin live for us in Hood County, Texas tonight with details. Marky?
Joe, we're about 85 miles outside of Dallas here in Granbury, Texas, and the body of that 28-year-old man found just on the outskirts of town here. The entire investigation is still under wraps, but we can tell you that now the sheriff's office and the Parks and Wildlife departments are at odds over what really happened here and whether or not they can label his death a predatory attack.
This is in a very heavily wooded area with lots of underbrush and everything. It was a very gruesome scene where there's a lot of blood. It was tough for the guys to find him.
Deputies discovering the body of Christopher Allen Whiteley last week in Hood County, Texas, almost 100 miles southwest of Dallas. On Thursday afternoon, the family reported his disappearance, and just after nightfall, he was found.
He was standing up when he was attacked. He was found laying down in some brush.
Hood County Sheriff Roger Deed says he has no doubt the 28-year-old was mauled.
His neck was ripped out, basically, so it was consistent with a wild animal.
The medical examiner releasing an initial report that Whiteley had been attacked in the woods, possibly by a mountain lion. In sharing the news, Sheriff Deeds warning locals to be aware of their surroundings. But on Sunday, in an official statement, the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department disagreeing with those findings, saying, quote, "None of the evidence reviewed by Texas Parks and Wildlife Department indicates an attack by a mountain lion or other wild animal." A United States Department of Agriculture Wildlife Services biologist also evaluated the evidence and came to the same conclusion as our staff.
That's their opinion. I guess everybody's got one, and I've got to go off of facts, but the facts that I have are, it shows it wasn't done by a knife, a gun, or anything like that. I believe it to be a large cat.
The Parks and Wildlife statement went on to note the rarity of these attacks. In the past 100 years, there have been fewer than 30 confirmed deaths nationwide due to mountain lion attacks. None of them have happened in Texas. But a cougar caught on camera on the prowl through a Dallas suburb last month has the creature back on the radars of area residents. Parks and Wildlife telling NewsNation that cat is unrelated to the attack in Hood County.
The sheriff also telling me today his best guess as to why they're at odds over this is because he thinks Parks and Wildlife wanted to keep hunters, people interested in this story, out of this area while it's still under investigation. He says he is still awaiting the final results from the ME's office, does expect that to take 6 to 8 weeks, but he says whatever they come back with, whatever the cause of death is, he will believe it, and that is what he will go with. Also wanted to mention to you, we reached out to Parks and Wildlife today for an interview, and they did decline that opportunity. Reporting live in Hood County tonight, Marky Martin, NewsNation.